So what are those signs that a guy's about to dump you through text? Okay, because again, a lot of communications through humans right now is through text messages. Why? Because it's a path of least resistance. Humans don't like confronting. They're non-confrontational creatures. We weren't predators, and as a result, we are more passive aggressive than confrontational. If you notice, the most successful criminal organizations operated through passive aggressive means, right? Like the mafia, where the Godfather says, "I'm gonna give him an offer he can't refuse," which means I'm gonna break your legs and send my hitman towards you if you don't do what I say. You see what I'm saying? It's passive aggression. So always remember this. First things first, notice your own passive aggression when you don't like somebody. That's the first thing, okay? Before we even begin, I'm gonna teach you how to fish rather than giving you a goddamn fish, okay? You gotta first look at your own way of how you communicate. You don't like a guy through text messages. That will pretty much show you what guys do. Guys are not that different. We're only subtly different in the way we behave, but at the end of the day, we have a lot of more similarities than differences. So notice what you do the next time you're with a guy that you don't like. Notice what do you send, how do you text them when you're starting to lose interest, okay? That's the first thing. So, and the reason why you want to notice your own passive aggression first is because by knowing yourself, you pretty much learn about the other person vicariously. Humans have aggressive impulses. It's inside of every human. We do have aggressive impulses, but it conflicts with their needs to be liked and to be accepted and have social values to attain the goals that they want, right? So it's kind of like naturally we learn over the years of evolution, we learn to suppress our aggression because it's not socially acceptable. So we learn how to do it passively, and the smartest humans know how to be the best passive aggressors. I'm sorry, it's just how it is. We resort to subtle forms of passive aggression, right? If they want to be passive aggressive, if a guy is being passive aggressive with you, which is what you're in the situation for, if the guy that you're seeing is being passive aggressive, your solution is to combat passive aggression with being aggressive and being forward. Okay, being aggressive and being forward. Now this applies to relationships. In the beginning, I would highly recommend that if a guy is losing interest and it's the first week, first month of seeing a guy, like first 1 or 2 months, and you guys are not official and he's acting like this, then I wouldn't be straightforward. You guys are not official, so I would be passive aggressive and start pulling away slowly, okay? But if you're in a relationship and it's been a year or two or even a few months and this motherfucker starts acting and being passive aggressive, you want to be confrontational and be direct, and you're only gonna do it one time. Let me tell you something, boo-boo. If you have to do this shit twice within 1 year, it's a red flag. It's a big red flag, okay? So don't fight at their pace. Do it at your pace. Go forward and attack and be direct. Make them feel uncomfortable. That breaks them down. Being passive doesn't mean being patient, right? Applying these strategies and saying I'm gonna be patient because that's what the Eckhart Tolle says. Being passive doesn't mean patient. A lot of the times, being passive, when a guy's being passive aggressive, it means you're just afraid of losing them. That's all. You're just afraid of losing them. So there's times when it calls to be aggressive. So what are some of the signs that a guy is about to break up with your ass, right? One, random cancellations. Okay, random cancellations through text messages. Not wanting to go on that vacation with you. Taking a long time to confirm the date, right? All of those things says that he's pushing. You know when somebody that you don't like, that you don't feel comfortable with, asks to hang out, and they're kind of acquaintances, but they're not your friends, and it's gonna be awkward. You say yeah in the moment because you don't want to hurt them, but you deep down you know you're gonna cancel, and you usually wait to the last minute. Okay, like that's why I'm saying notice your own passive aggressions, because it pretty much reveals to you what a guy would do in that situation, right? So random cancellation. The next one is shorter text messages. A guy texts a lot more shorter. Takes a long time to respond. The text messages aren't enthusiastic. Yeah, they do ask you about your life and stuff like that, but they never really asked you out. You know what I'm saying? They do everything but to ask you out. They do everything but to make plans with you. The next thing is they make promises that they don't keep through text messages. where they say I'll take you here and they never do it. You see what I'm trying to say? So they pretty much just stop keeping their words with you. Other things is very similar to just taking a long time to respond to you, but also they have an excuse why they took a long time to respond to you, but they keep doing it again. They stop calling you. They prefer it. They literally, if you guys called on the phone all the time, now they literally prefer to text over phone. They prefer to text over calling. And the key to all of this is to be honest with yourself. These are not difficult things to notice, people. You just have to be honest with yourself. Sometimes sometimes the signs are right in front of your face. Sometimes it's like hey, like, it's kind of like when a girl comes over and I need her ass to fucking go. I'm like, yo, fucking Melissa, like, it's time to go. Like, what the fuck? Like, I'm not gonna tell her to go, but I'm like, I'm giving her signs, and it's kind of like learn to read the room. And look, the reason why you don't read it is because you're afraid. You're afraid that what you feel is true. Like, you are getting the signs. You are. You're just not choosing to decode them. You are getting those signs. You could sense that the guy doesn't want to talk to you, but deep down you're in denial. And so the guy will be sending you all of these signs that he doesn't want to see you no more. And the thing is that, don't get mad at people for this. This is just human nature. This is what humans do. Humans are naturally passive aggressive. It's just what they do. Like, you can't change them. You can't hate. You can't say you can't want it any different than what it is. It's how men are. It's how people are, actually. Because women do the same shit too, right? So wanting to change it, resenting them, hating them for being passive aggressive, is pretty much just hating yourself, because you also do the same shit. You're just not aware of it. It causes a cognitive dissonance where you kind of shut off a certain part of your brain so that you don't see certain facts of reality, that this person doesn't like you. It's just that simple, people. All right. So I gave you some pointers, but at the end of the day, it's up to you to see it for yourself, because it's almost like an animal that's camouflaged. I could point to you where it is, but if you're not looking hard enough, you won't be able to see it. These are the signs, but as easy as it is, when you're in the wave of emotion, a lot of you women will not be able to see this. All right, ladies. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Don't let these guys play you. Learn when to be passive aggressive, but also learn when to be confrontational and call a guy out on his bullshit.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, if you guys ever want to learn how to use your feminine energy to influence people, learn how to use your masculine energy to become more assertive, and also learn how to blend both energies to improve your dating life, your spiritual life, honestly, your relationship life, your family life, your career life, this is the course for you. If I had to make a course for my nieces, I have two nieces, one is 19 and one is 15. 16. Holy shit. Oh my God, he's a bad fucking uncle. He's a bad uncle. Get him. Shut up, Melissa. You should get this course, right? And this is the course that I will make for them. So, for example, watch the curriculum, right? In the first week, we're going to be showing you how to establish a strong masculine foundation without letting it hurt your feminine energy. This masculine foundation is a source of who you are, right? It's your bodyguard. Without this, whatever feminine energy you create will be destroyed by the outside, because your masculine is your shield. So we'll talk about goal setting. We'll talk about how to develop a serious attitude. We're gonna be talking about how to use more logic, how to use more goal-oriented behavior. It's more how to be a man. Now the next one is how to embrace the feminine energy, right? This one will teach you about how to minimize excessive masculine traits, developing self-awareness, healing abundant feminine energy, regulating your emotion, mastering voice qualities and facial expressions, surrendering control, and allowing pain to be felt. This is honestly, this will supercharge, like Kaioken, your masculine energy. After that, we have femininity in the workplace, and how to be feminine in the workplace without letting people take advantage of you, and the nuances of how women on power should behave versus women who are subordinates in the workplace, and even the dress code. This is based on psychology, people. It's kind of insane. I'm actually excited about this one. The next week, we talk about navigating the labyrinth of male and female friendship, and this a lot of women find confusing, so we talk about that. and how to identify envious friends, how to identify the good friends, how to keep male friends, and how to keep female friends. Week 5, we talk about how to release the burden of the past and stop and destroy mental projections. This is actually really powerful. And then week 6, we talk about how to increase your observational power so that you could read people better. And we have a bunch of bonuses. The course starts at $99, and you guys can pre-order the course today at $69 before it goes out. If you're watching this, most likely I'm in the meditation retreat, so I will be praying for all of you guys. And just click on the description down below of the video. Right there, you'll see it, and you could pre-order that course. It's gonna be out by the end of next month or the beginning of February of March. One of the two people, because I have a 10-day retreat to do, and I want to finish the course after the retreat, because I think the ideas are gonna be so much better. All right, man. I'll see you guys later. Pre-order, man. Oh, I'm closing the channel.